Professor Leo here. And don't I look mighty refined?
Fancy. I'm especially impressed by the tie shaped like a fish.
It's a barracuda, Piper, because my Ewok tie was at the dry cleaners. But hey, if Professor Leo cleans up nicely, imagine crude oil when it is processed and refined. And that happens?
At the oil refinery.
Ain't nothing finer.
An oil or petroleum refinery is an industrial processing plant where crude oil is heated and transformed into things everyone uses.
Unprocessed crude oil is not generally useful.
First, it has to be refined.
As a matter of fact, it's called crude because it hasn't been refined yet.
Crude oil contains many different hydrocarbons, which must be separated before they can be useful. At the refinery, the crude oil is heated to separate the different hydrocarbons. This is called fractional distillation.
My favorite fraction is 1/2, because that's how much of my morning coffee is actually ice cream.
Wrong kind of fraction.
I know.
Although all fractions of petroleum find uses, the greatest demand is for gasoline.
1 barrel of crude oil contains 30 to 40% gasoline.
But that's not the only use for crude byproducts.
Nay!
Liquefied petroleum gas, or LPG, also known as butane and propane, can be stored in bottles and used for household purposes like your gas grill. It can also heat your home and can even be used as a motor vehicle fuel.
And by motor vehicles, she means vehicles that have motors.
Kerosene is used as jet fuel.
Naphtha is a major petrochemical feedstock. And I just like saying naphtha.
Heating oil is used in some areas of the United States to heat homes and buildings.
Again, duh! Base oils are used to make lubricating grease, motor oil, and gear oil.
And asphalt, sometimes called bitumen, is used to pave roads.
In the first step of refinement, separation!
Molecules are separated through atmospheric distillation, i.e. at normal atmospheric pressure, according to their molecular weight.
The oil is heated to around 400 degrees Celsius, or 752 degrees Fahrenheit at the bottom of the distillation column, causing it to vaporize.
The vapors rise while the heaviest molecules, called residuals, remain at the bottom without vaporizing.
As the vapors rise, the molecules condense into liquids at different temperatures in the column. Only gases reach the top, where the temperature has dropped to 150 degrees Celsius, or 302 degrees Fahrenheit.
The liquids, which become lighter the higher they rise, are collected on trays located at different heights of the column.
Each tray collects a different fraction, or petroleum cut. The least volatile hydrocarbons are at the bottom, while the lighter hydrocarbons, or gases, are at the top. Each collected in its own tray. It's like your school cafeteria, except you can't eat what's on these trays. So actually, it's exactly like your school cafeteria.
The second step of refinement is called conversion.
There are still many heavy hydrocarbon molecules remaining at the bottom after the separation process, like those 3 Pringles you just can't reach.
Tilt the can, Leo.
Tilt the can?
To meet demand for lighter products, the heavy molecules are cracked into 2 or more lighter ones, like gas.
The conversion process, which is carried out at 552 degrees Celsius or 1025 degrees Fahrenheit, is also known as catalytic cracking because it uses a substance called a catalyst to speed up the chemical reaction.
This process converts 75% of the heavy products into gasoline and diesel.
The third step of refinement is called treating.
Treating involves removing or significantly reducing molecules that are corrosive or cause air pollution, especially sulfur.
The purpose of these measures is to improve air quality and optimize the effectiveness of the catalytic converters, devices in a car that create a chemical reaction to convert harmful gases into ones that aren't harmful.
Kerosene, butane, and propane are washed in a caustic soda solution called sodium hydroxide.
My least favorite soda.
To remove thiols, also known as mercaptans. This process is called sweetening.
Ugh. In all this time, you thought a mercaptan was the guy in charge of the mermaid uprising.
No, they didn't.
Well, I did. And it's terrifying. Once refined, crude oil turns into petroleum products that are grouped into 4 categories based on how it was distilled and separated into fractions.
First, light distillates.
Like liquefied petroleum gas, naphtha, or gasoline.
Second, middle distillates.
Like kerosene, jet fuel, or diesel.
Third, heavy distillates. And fourth, residuum.
Like heavy fuel oil, lubricating oils, wax, or asphalt.
A set of very specific chemical compounds which can be made from oil, natural gas, coal, or other sources are called petrochemicals.
Petrochemicals are used to make products that you use every day. Wait here, Piper. Products like aspirin, clothing, earbuds, compact discs, umbrellas, ink, tennis rackets, curtains, balloons, golf balls, your toothbrush, shampoo, lipstick, luggage, mop, trash bags, skis, candles, and much more, including furniture. Did I forget to bring furniture?
Petrochemicals are also found in plastics, soaps, detergents, solvents like paint thinner, paints, prescription drugs, fertilizers, pesticides, synthetic fibers, and flooring and insulating materials.
And furniture!
And furniture.
You see, Oklahoma oil and natural gas can be used to make thousands of things we use in our homes, schools, and businesses daily, but only once refined.
Are those yours?
I found them in the dumpster at the grocery store.
They'll ruin your eyes.
Piper, is that you? Everything's going blurry. Piper?